Hi Pisces, welcome to your weekend reading. Let's have a look and see what's going on for you at the time you watch this video, what's going on for the Pisces placements. If you're cross-watching, welcome. This could also resonate for you. Just keep in mind, take what resonates as resonates with you. You're going to have to use your own discernment, put the messages where they go in your life if you feel they apply. And thank you so much for your support, for showing your support, for your likes and your shares, your comments and your feedback. I love your comments. I love your feedback. I love your confirmation, for subscribing, for your donations. Thank you to my members as well. I'm sending you all lots of love. If you want to become a member, you can click the join button and see what options you have. Thank you to everyone who's done that already and has become a member. Hope you're enjoying your perks. We're going to have a members only live reading coming up at some point this month. I'll announce it ahead of time, And it's just going to be for my members and doing readings, like personal readings, right, for the members. So let's have a look and see what's going on for Pisces this weekend. Pisces placements. Okay, here we go. Let's get our cards out. Okay. Okay. All right, bottom of the deck. Death. This jumped out as I was pre-shuffling. I put it back. I thought it was a little funny just because it came out in the weekend reading I did on my other channel for the collective. So I thought, okay. So death as the overall energy is death and rebirth, endings for new beginnings. Something that has been dead, right? Kind of for a while. Being released, addressed, accepted, embraced, and just clearing it out, right? Let's see what we got going on for Pisces placements. Let's flip these cards, see what we got. So we have the Hermit, Virgo energy, Death is Scorpio energy, Ace of Swords. Here's that decision that you've been contemplating, and it's finally time to make it. Or it's finally time to make the decision, or it's finally time to take the action or have the conversation. The Hierophant, Taurus energy, Ace of Wands, two aces with the Death card. You're ready for a new beginning. The World in the center of the spread, absolutely. Wrapping up a cycle, and this tells me also that it's your choice. You're choosing to allow an ending to happen. It's something you might have been contemplating and debating and going back and forth about. Kind of coming to terms with it, right? Dealing with the stages of grief, pretty much. And this tells me you've come to a point of clarity and confidence, and just being assured within yourself that what, this is the best thing, this is the right thing. I'm gonna allow this to wrap up. I'm gonna wrap it up, and then I'll move on to the new things in my life that I've got coming. Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. The Lovers, yeah, big decision. This wasn't easy. This wasn't a simple decision, or an easy one for that matter. Gemini energy, but you have a choice to make here, and you're choosing to follow what makes you happy. Okay, you're choosing to follow your heart. The Four of Pentacles, you might have been in a contract or a commitment or a bond of some sort that has been holding you back, but it could also be a situation where you have felt afraid to release yourself from something. And the Three of Wands, but no more. Now you're saying, you know what, I want new. I'm ready for the new. I'm excited for the new. I understand this needs to go. I understand, this has been over for a while. I accept that. I'm ready for this new way of life, new way of being, new opportunity, new job, new person, new relationship, new level in my life. What's been holding you back could be some sort of commitment to an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or a commitment that is financial in nature, or a bond, a responsibility towards your family or your community or faith, somehow tradition. And the choice was, do you follow your own path, do what makes you happy, or do you continue with this commitment, with this bond? That means you're conforming or potentially settling or putting others above yourself endlessly, right? That's just what's expected. And there's this massive transformation here with the World, Ace of Swords, Four of Pentacles, where you're understanding, for some of you, you're understanding why you've been trying to create new things in your life and they haven't been happening. They haven't been coming together. And you couldn't figure out why. So for some of you, this is where you have some sort of epiphany. It could be by talking to an elder or talking to someone in your family or someone in your faith, or some sort of therapist, counselor, right? You have the epiphany, the idea, the Hermit, Ace of Swords, the answer of that's why this hasn't been ending in order for me to create something new. It has been because of a fear of the unknown, fear of loss, fear of failure, insecurity. What if I'm not good enough? What if I don't do enough of a good enough job? Or it's because it was a big change. And so consciously, rationally, you wanted this to happen, but subconsciously and on a heart level, there was a lot of fear associated with it. So you weren't even aware that you were kind of sending mixed messages and mixed signals to the universe saying, rationally, I want this. Emotionally, I'm terrified of it. I don't want it, right? What if it goes wrong? So for some of you, you're coming to the epiphany and the conclusion that, you know what, this has been a bit of self-sabotage that I've been doing without even realizing. Right? For others of you, it's more surface level. It's dealing with other people, with contracts, with bonds and promises and commitments and long-term relationships where money is involved or children are involved. And it's never easy, right? Or you have an opportunity to start your own business, leave the company, the corporation, or the family business for some. Start your own path. Walk your own path, start your own business, do what makes you happy, pursue that. And there's been a fear, whether they put this in your head or it was your own fear of, but what if it fails? And then I'm going to end up messing this up to go my own way, fail, and then I won't even have this, right? And again, it's coming to that place of realizing, you know what, that's been holding me back. And the choice is mine. I can live here, stay here, and potentially live with regret for the rest of my life. Or I can take a chance and whatever happens, happens, but at least I won't have regret over not even attempting it. Yeah, look, death with judgment. This is big. Wheel of Fortune. This is big. Seven of Wands, Seven of Cups. You've been blocking your options, blocking, even entertaining other possibilities previously, right? And now you're saying, you know what? I understand why I did that. I see the pattern. I see what I was doing. And making the conscious effort, rationally and emotionally, right? Where it's come together. You're on the same page. You're aligned, okay? And you can say, yeah, I'm going to go for it. Saying it and also taking the action. Because this could be the situation in your life that you've always said and you've been saying, you know, I should do this, and you never do. And you may even have had the clarity. Yeah, definitely, that's the path. That's the way to do it. And yet you never took action. There's been a lot of procrastination. There's been a lot of excuses. No judgment. We all do it, especially in the face of this kind of a big change, right? This involves divorce. This involves moving out on your own for the first time. This involves moving away, moving overseas, starting from scratch. You don't know anyone. You don't know what's going on. This involves changing careers, changing how you make your money altogether, right? Going from self-employed to back into the corporation world or 9-to-5 world or working for someone else, or vice versa, going from that to being self-employed. And it's a different level of responsibility. It's a different ball game. This could involve making a big decision in terms of family matters, in terms of, do you want to take this long term or do you not want to take it long term because it's crunch time, right? But yeah, there's something that has just kind of been going on and been left unchecked, unaddressed, or for a long time you told yourself, no, this is good, this is okay, this is what I want, this is okay. But the more time passed, the more it became obvious to you that, you know what, this isn't what makes me happy. This isn't what I want. It might have even been a situation where you really fought to be in this kind of contract, to be in this kind of bond, to be in this kind of position, relationship, whatever this is. And once you got it, you realize it's not what you wanted. It doesn't make you happy. And then kind of guilted yourself, blamed yourself, punished yourself a little bit, right? And stayed there because you said, no, you know what? You fought for this. You got it. Now you got to stay here and deal with it. Or someone else could have told you that and did that, right, to you. And it wasn't easy to look at everything from a higher perspective, right, with the Judgment card, to have forgiveness for yourself, for the people involved, for how things played out, and to say, you know what, it's okay. I thought I wanted it, I got it, and then I learned I didn't want it. We learn, we grow, we go through experiences, and we learn. That's a natural part of life. You should do that. You know, I shouldn't beat myself up over it. It wasn't a mistake because it taught me that that's not what I want, and it taught me what I really want. Okay, which is over here. So, no reason for regret, no reason for guilt, right? For others of you, you've been working up the nerve, the courage, the confidence to finally speak up, to finally do this thing, right? Whatever it is that you've been thinking about and contemplating and feeling really bad about and doubting yourself and going through a roller coaster of emotion, potentially because of external pressure and expectation, right? And you finally have come to a milestone point with the world in the center of the reading where you're confident enough in yourself, you're independent enough, you're feeling capable enough to stand on your own 2 feet, to do what you need to do, to say what you need to say, and then to walk your own path. Look, Angel of Strength with 50 as I say that. So there's going to be some very honest conversations happening this weekend with yourself or you with other people. It will lead to freedom. It will lead to hope and excitement and optimism for the future. But it's a necessary step to go through this ending. It cannot be left unsaid. It cannot be left unaddressed. The Temple Path. You found, with the 3 Wands, okay? You found what you were really looking for. Where it found you, you weren't even looking, right? And again, for some of you, this has happened recently or further back, and you've been contemplating making the switch. For others of you, you're just coming across this option now. You never thought this was an option for you. You never even anticipated this kind of thing or person or circumstances would be available to you, would be interested in you, would be an option for you. And you're just now starting to contemplate, you know, I think that's my path. I think that's where I'm supposed to be going. I think that's what I'm supposed to be doing. You've been taking time to make sure you're making the right decision, okay? Or you will be taking some time to make sure you're making the right decision. But look at it, Cornucopia, 11. It's a new beginning that leads you to your prosperity, your abundance. You will want for nothing. This is like the Ace of Cups. Your everything. It's overflowing, having more than you could ever imagine, having more than you could ever need. With the Temple Path, oh my God. One more for Pisces. And there's a lot of major arcanas, as you can see. So it's going to be talking about different things for different people. But the bottom line is having a very sobering, honest conversation to do with you leaving a bond, a contract, a commitment, a way of life, and embracing a new one that you've either created for yourself, set up for yourself, it was offered to you, it was presented to you as a choice, or is being presented to you as a choice at this time. You may have to pay to exit something early, but look at it, all tied up. 23, you're tired of being all tied up. And this also came up in the reading for the collective, which is interesting, but it confirms to me that I'm tapping into the right messages and the right energy. Yeah, you're saying, I don't care. It's not worth it. For some of you, you stayed somewhere because of money. You stayed somewhere because, you know, you thought, if I leave early, I have to pay this much, and I don't want to do that, so I'll just stay. It's fine. And now you're revisiting that, going, you know what? It's not worth it. It's not worth my sanity. Whatever I got to pay to get out of this contract or place or lease or whatever early, there, you can have it. My peace is more important to me. My health is more important to me. I'll make more money, but if I lose my health, that's it. I can't do anything, right? And that's a big realization to come to. And it's also you putting things in place and taking the necessary steps and actions to prove that you clearly heard and understood that message, right? You're putting up boundaries in place. The Seven of Wands is saying no more. This is the most important thing to me. I'm going to do what I got to do to protect it, to make the switch, to pursue it, right? Let's see, one more. What else does Pisces need to know? Yeah, look, broken heart. You've been miserable. You've been unhappy for a long time because you've been hurting yourself to give to others, sacrificing yourself to give to others. However that makes sense to you, right? Even if it's a case of, I don't want to do this because I'm afraid of what people are going to think. And you've been tied up in that place of sadness and sorrow and grief for a long time. I feel like something happened a while ago for some of you, and you tried to fix it. You try to keep it working and keep it going, and it's coming to the conclusion that, you know what, when that happened, I've never actually recovered from when that happened, that level of betrayal, right? When that happened, that was truly where it ended for me. I tried to forgive, and I tried to do my best, and I tried to, keep it going. But the truth is, if I'm going to be very honest with myself, is that's it. That's where it ended for me. From that point on, it was never the same. I was always on edge. I was always suspicious. I was always watchful. I was always on, high alert. I've not been happy. And I've been feeling stuck and tied up because I made a promise to give it another chance, right? Or I made a commitment to keep it going, to forgive or whatever. But honestly, the truth is, it happened, the ending happened a long time ago. And now you have an opportunity presented to you that is a door being opened towards your personal healing and happiness with the 34. But you have to take a stand for it. You have to speak your truth. You have to align with it. Say what you have to say and do what you have to do to walk through that door free, unencumbered, not tied down, not tied to anything or anyone. Okay, third chakra, Archangel Chamuel. That's our solar plexus, our energy, our strength, our confidence. What we create, our desires, our power, what we want to create in our lives. And it's something has run its course. Yeah, look, storm warning. Something never quite recovered after a big argument, a big fight, a big betrayal. And it was never the same. It was never the same. You were never the same. And this is a time when not only that is becoming obvious and clear, but you also have a new opportunity with fifth chakra with Archangel Gabriel and door to romance. You also have a big opportunity to align with the right thing, to align with something that makes you very happy, okay? But it's new. It's new. And it's just having that conversation of, listen, I tried. The truth is, it was never the same from that point. And I think it's just, let's call it what it is. Because I want to go towards my new opportunity or opportunities with the 3 wands that I've got lined up just waiting for me. Okay? And it's calling it what it is. And it's just releasing what needs to be released in order to embrace and make room for these beautiful opportunities, or this one beautiful big thing that's going to be your source of happiness and prosperity and abundance and love. And that could be, you found the dream person, you found the dream job, you found the dream home, you found your purpose in life. And it's like, that's what I want to do. That's what makes me happy. That's what fulfills me. And I'm going to drop everything else and just align with that. That's what I want to do, So yeah, a lot of big changes can happen as a result of this, with all the major arcanas here especially. But it's truly for the better. It really is. Because it's freeing you from something that It looks like it was done a long time ago, right? And it's kind of been keeping you stuck in a place of unhappiness, unfulfillment, fear, anxiety, suspicion. It's uncertainty. It's not pleasant. It just hasn't been pleasant. But it's because your heart broke there was a big disappointment or a betrayal or whatever this is. And that's where your heart broke. And half of it was, you were still trying to be in it, but half of it was lost. That's it. I'm not completely in it anymore. I can't be completely in it anymore. And that's where you started to be in two minds about it with the Lovers, and to start making head over heart decisions where your heart was telling you it's done and your head was telling you, no, we have all this history, or I have all this experience here, or I'm making this kind of money, I don't know if I'll be making that anywhere else, or the reasons, the excuses, the reasons why we stay, no judgment, right? It's natural. That's what happens. But your heart was never in it. Not really. From that point when whatever happened to break it happened, okay? And it's just coming to that place of, listen, let's just call a spade a spade. It is what it is. I've got such amazing new ideas and people and experiences and opportunities, but I can't go over there if I'm still over here. And over here, there's nothing for me anymore. There truly hasn't been anything for me for a long time, but I'm finally coming to that conclusion, right? So the good news is there's a big change, there's a big transformation here, there's a big new beginning that is happening that's going to make you happy. And it's going to bring you a lot of healing and a lot of happiness and a lot of abundance, truly. This is a necessary step, so sit down, have a conversation, tie things off, no loose ends, in order for you to be completely free, unencumbered, unattached, to walk through this path, this doorway, okay? Not bound to any contract, not bound to anything outstanding, right? So, Pisces, interesting reading. Let me know how you resonate with it. If you do, let me know what you got going on with these major arcana. This has been going on for quite some time, and it will continue to be playing out for a few days at least, right? If not longer. It's definitely to do with whatever Jupiter is doing, whatever Uranus is doing. I don't know what Pluto's doing, but yeah, or Mars. It's something that you finally have the strength, you finally come to that place of confidence, you finally come to that place of understanding, you finally come to that place of acceptance. And from that, whenever you think of the new or anything other than this, you get happy, excited, hopeful. The world is your oyster, everything's possible. Whenever you look at this situation, you always get sad, bogged down, or you feel nothing. And that's, for some of you, that's the conclusion. That's what you're seeing. That reaction within yourself, and that's what you needed, right? To go, or someone is telling you that. As soon as you started talking about this, your face changed, your body language changed, you're sad, you're downcast, or it just looks like you're dead inside, like you don't care about it. And by comparison, when you're talking about this new thing, or when we're talking about what you would like to be doing, or when we're talking about what other people are doing around the world, you're excited, you're happy, you're hopeful, you're laughing. What is that about, right? And so that could be what triggers this. Okay, right. Actually, I thought it was doing okay, but if it's that obvious, then maybe not so much. It gets you thinking, and then it goes from there, right? But yeah, Pisces, let me know how you resonate with the reading if you do. And I really hope it helps you if you're going through this, okay? It's a necessary phase. And it's important that we close things off correctly and properly and completely before we step on the new path. Okay, so that we have no reason to look back, so that we have no reason to turn around at any point, or, you know what I mean, or for anything to be attached to us to slow us down. So I really hope this helps you. I'm looking forward to your thoughts. And yeah, have a good one. Okay, so I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.